how much makeup and bacteria is living on your makeup brushes. You guys, you need to wash your makeup brushes at least once a week. If you are struggling with breakouts and you don't know why because you're washing your face every day, these could be the culprit. So much makeup, dirt, grime, buildup, facial oils get built up on these makeup brushes, and if we don't wash them regularly, we're just putting that back on our face, and that was what could be causing your breakouts. And your color isn't very true. If you have pink on here and you want to do some green or browns or blues, your color isn't going to be true. So wash your makeup brushes, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Senegence brush cleaner is super efficient, you guys. It's so easy to use. You only need a little bit. I'm gonna pour about that much in there, and that's gonna clean all of my makeup brushes. Okay, what you wanna do is start with your smaller brushes. Start with like the shadow brushes. Drop them in there and swirl them around, and watch all of that makeup just fall off. And look at that water, that soap. So after you swirl them around for about 20 seconds and all that makeup is gone, you're gonna take them out and rinse them off and then lay them flat to dry. They are looking so good. Let me show you. See, all that pink that was on there before is just gone. And you don't need to be rough with them. You don't need to scrub them. You just swirl them around and the makeup falls off. Okay, I just rinsed my makeup brushes, and now I'm gonna lay them flat on a towel to dry. You wanna lay them flat on a towel and not with the bristles upwards, because the water will seep down into the bristles and into that glue that holds the bristles together, and it'll start to break down your brushes. So if you don't wanna lay them flat, they do have different tools and things that you can buy that kind of hang a brush upside down so that the bristles are downward, and that way the water drips down and not into the glue. I just like to use a towel because it's super convenient and easy. Okay, so we got our little brushes done, and now I'm gonna go in with the bigger ones. This is my contouring brush. I use these for concealer and highlight. So I'm gonna get these in here and start swirling them around so that the makeup starts breaking down and dissolving away. Look how beautiful and clean these brushes are now. I'm gonna rinse them off and then lay them flat to dry. Okay, quick tip, while you're rinsing your brushes, sometimes with these larger ones, it's a little bit harder to get all of the soap out when you're rinsing. So a little scrubby brush like this, or I have one that goes on the bottom of your sink that you can put on your drain or near your drain, and let the water run down, and use this to kind of gently run it under the water like this to let the water rinse out all of the soap. Ready to clean that super dense foundation brush. This one is a little bit different. This one you want to get all the way submerged about up to here of your bristles into the brush cleaner, and kind of rub it around inside of your jar or cup, and really let that brush cleaner soak into the bristles and break down the makeup. This is a deep cleaning that your makeup brushes need. So make sure you do this at least once a week to get your makeup brushes nice and clean. You could use the leftovers cleaner from your other brushes, or dump it out and start fresh. I think I'm gonna dump it out and start fresh for my foundation brush. Okay, I got a wide mouth cup, and that's very short for my foundation brush because of the style of the brush. It's a little bit hard to get it down into the glass. So this style works really well. I just put a tiny bit in there, a tiny bit of brush cleaner, and then I just kind of swirl it around It soaked it in so quickly because I pressed down, and look at all of that makeup coming out. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Let me get, it's just like dissolving away. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Oh yeah. So this is just really soaking it up and dissolving the makeup. And I'm gonna let that do its work for about 30 seconds or so, and then I'm gonna rinse it away like I did the others. Look at all that foundation in there. You don't want this on your face. Okay, now let's rinse this off. I'm gonna use my little scrubby brush to help me get all of the soap out of the bristles. But you see how clean it is. So beautiful. My makeup brushes are clean, ready for me to use tomorrow. I'm gonna leave them out to dry here on the towel, and when I'm ready to do my makeup in the morning, they'll be nice and fresh and clean and ready for me to use. Hey, if you wanna snag this brush cleaner, go down to the description of this video and click on the link and you can order straight from my site. Message me if you have any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, friends.